Hello, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here with me. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross Christmas inspired or Yule season inspired Celtic Cross case study. That was like a mouthful to say. Yeah, let's just see for the, I think it's specific to Christmas because of the uniqueness of the positions. Like some of the question is like, what is this position asking me to let go of for the upcoming year? So it does feel like this isn't just a current situation, but relates to more how to find more ease, flow, and grace in this upcoming year. Okay, so if that resonates for you, stick around. If not, no worries. All right, so let's just get going. I do want to just... Okay. All right, so first, where are you right now? Where are you right now? I'm sorry. You're not in a really great place right now. You're feeling like you don't have what you need. And like there's no help for you. That's the space that you're at right now. I do want to note though, one of the reasons I just love this deck and the energy really of the Five of Pentacles is to say you do have what you need. You're just not seeing it necessarily. There's some sort of solution for you that you haven't seen yet. But that's okay, because I do feel like we'll get to the nitty-gritty and help you find that solution and that key. But yeah, right now it looks you're not in the greatest place. Okay, let's move on. So what challenges are you facing? Kind of like what got us, to this feeling. What challenges are you facing? What challenges are you facing? Oh, you have to start over. It's a new beginning. What I do love about this though, I get this because this is way scary. New beginnings, right? Something significant must have happened or in order for like a complete new journey to begin. And also, excuse me. I was looking to see if I had my water. I do not. So the journey ahead can be very scary because there's so many unknowns. Like you're leaving your comfort zone. So weird that like I'm having such my throat chakra is like really having trouble getting words out right now. I think this is maybe part of what, I think this is part of what's challenging you, is that this is happening in order for you to use your voice to say what you need so you can get that solution. Okay, but you have to speak up in order for that to come in. And it seems like that's the challenge for you. And to trust, I think it's hard to trust a new beginning, right? Because it's a little bit shaky. All right, so then let's see, what's the North Star? What goal should you focus on during this time? Learning, observing, I would even say. We have the Page of Swords. So I do feel like there's new information. There's going to be solutions, right? There's going to be information that comes in. I would allow yourself to be very curious because the pages are more childlike. They're the people that like the energy of like, oh, I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I want to do this. Like it's allowing yourself to be a little bit more childlike as you gather more data. I think that takes the pressure off of the emotion. So you're not looking through data and information to like pressure to alleviate something. If you can do it from a place of curiosity, excuse me. If you can do it from a place of curiosity, I think that will I think that will benefit you if you can focus on that. All right, and then let's see, what strengths do you already have? What strengths do you already have through this time? Like, what have you already grounded in through this phase? Recognition. It's interesting because it's like the energy I'm getting from this is like you understand. You're aware that there are solutions. It's like, forgive me, but it feels like you're wallowing in the self-pity, but you know you are. Like you have the keen awareness. And this typically is like other people seeing you. In this particular case study, this is not the way I'm feeling it. I am feeling it more as you recognizing yourself, the spotlight being on you. And I also feel like this is grounded in because you are your own solution. So it's interesting is maybe you need to talk, when I was saying that you need to ask or use your voice, like the throat chakra, this could be that you just need to hear your own voice tell you what you need so that you can get that subconscious answer coming up. Like the intuition, that inner knowing come up, but it's like it takes your voice saying it in order for you to recognize it. That's super interesting. Okay, then we have one thing from your past that is influencing your future. What is the biggest thing from your past influencing your future? What is the biggest energy from your past influencing your future? This reading is so weird for me. And I say it because typically the Five of Cups is an automatic. I need to talk about, the things that you've obviously lost a lot. But with this, there's still something, like for her, she still has this one bowl behind her that's filled, but she is more focused on everything that's kind of slipping away from her. So it's typically about that. About the focus being in the wrong. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. It's your focus being on the wrong area. But I feel like because of this being grounded in for you, I think you know this already. So what I'm saying should be confirmation for you. Where it's like there's like I said, it's subconscious, right? Like you may say that you don't know, but subconsciously you know that you're focused on the wrong thing, and that's why the solution isn't coming in. So the thing that's influencing your future is where your focus is. And so if you focus it on loss, you're going to experience that feeling of more loss. If you focus it on what you have, you may actually feel more gratitude, and that will open up more for something else to come in. Because it's like, then you can find more things to be grateful, almost like a contagious type of energy. Interesting. Okay. And then we have New Year. What can you look forward to? What can you look forward to in the new year? Oh, I love that. Yeah, a little bit. You're going to find balance in the giving and the receiving energy. And that can be in so many different ways. Physically, what you give and receive, but also the actual energy of resting and acting. Like you're going to have a balance of that within yourself too. Alrighty. And then the best way to proceed. The best way to proceed for ease, grace, and flow. I love that. It's like be slow and almost methodical. I feel like it's gently allowing yourself to grow and stay rooted in this. I feel like it's your focus forward, right? Focused on the solutions instead of the problems, because focusing on the solutions absolve the problems in a sort of way. But there is a sense of being a little bit more loose and open with what is wanting to come into you, like what energy is wanting to come in. And there is a focus on like, what are you rooting into? Like we talked about. Because whatever you decide to focus on for the year 2026, that's your root, and that's what everything else is going to grow from. So your focus needs to be like, what do you want to grow? Because that's what's going to grow. All right. So then we have advice to help you navigate the situation. I feel like we've gotten advice this whole way through. Advice to help navigate the situation. Well, that's interesting. The Six of Swords, because that's all about going from peace to calm, like a passage, if you will, from this to that. So I think the advice, and we've kind of already said that, is the advice is this, it's like this too shall pass, and you're going to move out of this phase of feeling like you don't have what you need. I do feel like you're then going to be moving into this, right? I didn't even notice 5, 6. You're going to be moving into more of this equal exchange in the future, given you, I don't want to say heed the warning, but utilize the awareness that was just given. That's a better way of saying it. Because it's like, this is always supposed to be your destiny. It's always supposed to be your destiny to figure out how to get this balanced exchange. And it's up to you, like how long or what that journey takes is dependent on you. And I do feel like, again, with the Page of Pentacles coming in, this particular page too, but what you focus on is what's going to grow. There's also something coming through that I just got about like you're healed. There's something about interest, like not using pain as an excuse. Or not that, it's like okay, hold on, I'm trying to get this energy. It's stop trying to use healing as an excuse to ruminate on emotions. Instead, allow yourself to pass through. Like that's the key, that's the passage, right? Like that's the biggest advice I feel like that just got channeled out, and I'm going to leave. I feel like that's enough. I don't really need to go more into that. All right, then we have what you need to know most at this time. What do you need to know most at this time? In this particular case, it's planning. You need to plan. You need to plan. And that's what I'm seeing, like with all of this, like you need to plan and plant your seeds so that they can grow. And it's important to know what you're planting. What seeds are you planting for 2026 that are going to bear fruit, right? Is it going to be the focus on scarcity, and so you are going to manifest more scarcity? Or is your focus going to be on abundance and flow? And you can feel that energy instead of this kind of energy here. So I think, again, it's the importance of planning. Now, I do want to say with that, that doesn't have, first of all, it doesn't have to be super detailed, okay? It can just be like, I'm going to focus on this. If this comes up, I'm going to reframe it to this. And that's it. Like, it doesn't need, when the energy that came out, or that channel message that came out with the ruminating and the pain, that's the point. Like, not telling stories about what is you're experiencing, but rather using that to just navigate and correct. Like, oh, okay, this is happening. We're going to switch to this. And again, I want to say that's not always the case. That's the case study present right now. All right. And then finally, we have, what is the outcome given you utilize all the information that it was available to you within this reading? What will be the outcome if all the information, oof, ascension, whoop, whoop, whoop. I love that for you. This is like your belief system. It would completely change. And you, like, I feel like this is an ascension to a much higher vibration. And it's like, where this feels a little unstable but exciting because it's a new beginning, this is just as exciting, but it's like you've really come into yourself. You've come into like a purer form of yourself. Yeah, that's the outcome if the advice is acknowledged and utilized. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, my friends, that's all I have for you today.